Hello everyone, my name's Mstar and welcome to another Mstar gaming tutorial. This time we're on Black Desert Online and I play on the PlayStation 5 version and I'm on the North American server. So the purpose of this tutorial is to show new players or returning players on the latest characters that you can play on Black Desert. So if you see there on my screen, the newest class is the Wusa. So the Wusa's main weapon is a shallow tail fan and the sub weapon is a do stave, and the MP consumption is Magic Power, as you can see in the top left. The next class is a warrior. The warrior's main weapon is a long sword. The sub weapon is a shield, and the consumption is WP for weapon power. Hashishin. The main weapon for the Hashishin is a Shamshir. The sub weapon is a Haladai, and the consumption is Magic Power, so that's MP. The Sage, so the Sage, his main weapon is a Kiev, sub weapon is a Talisman, and it uses Magic Power. Ranger, Ranger's main weapon is a bow, the sub weapon is a dagger, and the consumption is MP. So the Guardian, if you like kind of like a Viking type character, so this will be the one for you. So the main weapon is a battle axe, the sub weapon is a shield, and the consumption is WP. Okay, the Dracania. So Dracania was in the last season. So the main weapon is the Slayer, sub weapon is a shard, and the consumption is WP. Sorceress, so the main weapon for the Sorceress is an amulet, the sub weapon is a talisman, and the consumption is MP, Magic Power. The next class is a Nova, the main weapon is a Morning Star, and the sub weapon is a Curatum, and the consumption is SP. Corsair, the main weapon is a Saranika, the sub-weapon is Mareka, and its consumption is MP, Magic Power. The next class is a Lan, so the main weapon is a Crescent Pendulum, the sub-weapon is a Noble Sword, and the consumption is WP, which is weapon power. The next class is a Berserker. The main weapon is an axe, the sub weapon is an ornamental knot, and the consumption is WP. The next class is a Tamer. The main weapon is a short sword, the sub weapon is a trinket, and the consumption is MP for Magic Power. The next class is a Shy, so this is a life skilling character. If you're into life skilling and crafting. So the main weapon is a Florang, the sub weapon is a Viclari, and the consumption is MP. The next class is a Striker. So if you like a monk type character, like this will be the class for you. So the main weapon is a Gauntlet, and the sub weapon is a Van Brace, and consumption is WP. The next class is a Musa, so this would be like the closest thing you'd get to kind of like a samurai. So the main weapon is a blade, the sub weapon is a horn bow, and the consumption is WP. The next class is a Meiwa, the main weapon here is a blade, the sub weapon is a horn bow, and the consumption is WP. The next class is a Mystic, the main weapon is a Gauntlet, the sub weapon is a Van Brace, and the consumption is WP. The next class is a Valkyrie, the main weapon is a longsword, the sub weapon is a shield, and the consumption is SP. The next class is a Kunoichi, the main weapon is a short sword, sub weapon is a kunai shuriken. The next class is a ninja, so if you like rogue type characters, this will be the one for you. So the main weapon is a short sword, the sub weapon is a kunai shuriken, and the consumption is WP. The next class is a Dark Knight, the main weapon is a Krag's Messer, The sub weapon is an ornamental knot, and the consumption is MP. The next class is a wizard, so if you like magic based characters, then this will be the one for you. Main weapon is going to be a staff, sub weapon is a dagger, and the consumption is MP for magic power. The next class is an archer, so if you're like a Robin Hood type character and you want to play at range, the main weapon is a crossbow, the sub weapon is a raghorn, and the consumption is MP. And the next class is a witch. The weapon is a staff, sub weapon is a dagger, and the consumption is magic power. So that's it for the different classes on Black Desert. So if you're new to Black Desert and you're returning player, hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Please feel free to hit the like and subscribe, and be sure to check out my Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye everyone.